Let's understand another one which came quite recently in 2016. This question is regarding a pea plant with round seeds and having large starch grain. Now remember, in this question, because NCERT is calling these two characters are controlled by the same gene, but when you read this question you will find that they are talking about two separate genes. So you follow the numerical. If you try to solve in this manner, answer will not come. If you try with the dihybrid cross, then only answer is going to come. This shows that they are talking about that these two genes are present on the separate chromosome, so they are different genes. So the question is, there is a pure plant. Pure means homozygous. Please always remember this. A pure plant with round seed. So round seed can be written as capital R, and having large starch grain size. Now we have already learned starch grain size, that means it's talking about the dominance and incomplete dominance, but because the question itself says the plant is a pure plant, so because it's a pure plant, so starch grain size will be controlled by homozygous condition again. So capital R, capital L and capital L for the large starch grain size is crossed with another pure plant. So another pure means it's again a homozygous plant with wrinkled seed. So out of wrinkled can be written as small r, and small starch grain size can be written as small l and small l. So these are homozygous or pure line plants. Gamete from this, now if it is a homozygous situation, remember I have told you gamete will be always one type. So only one type of gamete is possible, capital R and capital L, small r and small l. So when fertilization happen, next individual is going to be a heterozygous or an impure one, capital R, small r, capital L, small l. Remember, this individual is in phenotype, it is round seed and large starch grain containing plant. Now the question carries on like this. If the F plant is so when this is self-pollination, what is the phenotypic ratio of the plants with round seed and intermediate starch? Now round seed means, and intermediate starch means, now how will you get intermediate? So capital L and small l. So you have to find out the number of capital R, or otherwise capital R and small r, because if you remember, this is not an example of incomplete but complete dominance. Okay, so these two type of genotypes are going to be you have to calculate, because both of these combinations are going to give you round seeds with intermediate starch grain size and wrinkled with large. So how will you get wrinkled? Small r only, and large starch grain size is only possible with this. So you have to count the number of these individual, that's it. So now make the number of gametes here. Hetero are 2, so 4 types of gametes are possible. Do the crossing and you will find that, now I have done it already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are going to be round and intermediate size, and only one is going to be with dwarf and wrinkled and large starch grain size. So answer is going to be 6:1. So the question was an MCQ question. The options given were 3:4, 6:1, 5:6 and 2:3. So obviously the answer is going to be 6:1. These numericals are very easy. Once you start becoming habitual of performing, they are the easiest and most interesting thing in genetics to perform. Now the next thing is, remember we did the test cross and I found many mistakes in the test cross. I hope by now it's clear to you. Remember, test cross will always have 2 cases to be explained. Don't stop with only one case or with the other case. Write all the both cases. Now in the same manner, like in the case of monohybrid crosses, you learned about a test cross with a monohybrid one will be always ratio. If the heterozygous individual is there, ratio is going to be 1:1. Please remember, in the case of heterozygotes, but a dihybrid test cross, ratio is going to be 1:1:1:1. So let's understand this concept. Now here what you have to remember is, this question came in the board exam last to last year also, and telling you test cross always repeat in the board exam, either in the monohybrid questions or in the dihybrid question test cross. So be clear with this concept. When it comes to monohybrid, we learned that the ratio was 1:1. Now what happened in dihybrid test cross?